It's so good to be back here in South Carolina, at home of the Gamecock.
The iron Keyshawn soars in from the weak side, however, and flushes that dunk.
There it is.
Driven hard. The Gamecocks will take the series against their rival.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott, from the corner of Green and Lincoln here in front of the Colonial Life Arena. March Madness is upon us. We've got highlights of Gamecock men's and women's basketball coming up for you in just a bit. But let's start with our injury report, as always, brought to you by Prisma Health, the official providers of health for Gamecock Athletics, and of course the official team doctors for Gamecock Athletics as well. Right now, the Gamecock pitching staff for the baseball program having some issues with injuries. Both Julian Bosnick and also James Hicks on the shelf right now for South Carolina. No return date is known for either of those folks as of yet. So right now, Gamecock pitching staff a little bit thin. We hope to get those guys back and healthy very, very soon. That's the injury update, again brought to you by our friends at Prisma Health. Let's talk some Gamecock men's basketball for a moment. Just a couple days ago here in this building, it was senior night, Carolina's last regular season home game, and a whole host of seniors to recognize post-game. Of course, the post-game ceremony is a lot easier if you get a win. Missouri was not making that easy, but the Gamecocks came through late. Let's take a look at some highlights.
Final home game of the season here at Colonial Life Arena, and that means it's senior night, and a unique senior night because there are no shortage of folks who will be recognized.
Let's go. You already know what's about to happen when I pull up, open the back door. Got 10 models and bottles all standing on the line, tic-tac-toe.
Tide, they will try to right that ship tonight in their final home game of the season.
I see baby girl on me, and she killing me softly. She put her crew no Marley. I don't know where they start modeling. I'm killing this apologies. Now I can't get her off of me.
Feed out of backdoor cut to Stevenson. Keyshawn gets the dime. Who fakes a handoff that drives to the bucket, and he will hammer a dunk.
We getting litty. We getting litty. We getting litty. We getting litty. Everybody turn. We getting litty. Take another sip. We getting litty. Running in the field. We getting litty.
Stevenson finds Reese. Layup good and the foul.
Took a couple shots, then a couple more. I'm looking at my watch. We ain't going home. Not leave. You ain't turning up. I don't condone. I'm just living in the moment.
In the corner for Keyshawn. He's going to try another three, and he's found the range because he's in his hot spot. Has it in the high post, gets to a cutting Carter. Devin drives, throws it up and in, and they'll call the fouls in. He'll run to the rim, he'll dunk it, no foul called. You can put Spurs on this one as Carolina holds off Missouri.
Carolina holds on for the 73-69 win. Jermaine Couisnard and Devin Carter, a senior and a freshman, each had 17 points for South Carolina in the victory. Let's switch gears now to Carolina women's basketball. Gamecocks wrapped up the regular season on the road. They were at Ole Miss, already have the SEC regular season championship wrapped up, but you know Don Staley's #1 team in the nation wants to go into the postseason with some momentum. Ole Miss was not there to make it easy on them, though. Great matchup. Carolina pulls away in the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at some highlights from Oxford.
The feeling we have is even though things are pretty set here in the SEC, these two teams are going to bring it here today.
They treat me like the enemy. Wait till I show them who's the enemy. Now I'm staying up like amphetamines. Try to bring me down, that's a scary scene. They treat me like the enemy. Pin me as a villain.
Good job by Cook, reading the pass, taking it to the basket, and finishing. Zaya Cook has been very strong in the early going.
Free Bill now bringing the offense as well. Which is what she does there, reverse spin move.
You know what Zaya Cook's doing? Going off here in the first half.
Together on three, 1, 2.
Let's go.
Push up ahead. Beautiful feed to Henderson with the finish. Beautiful by Boston, answering against Austin on the other end. But they do not have an answer for Destiny Henderson. For the #1 team in the country, who will win again by double digits, 71-57.
A 21st consecutive double-double for Aaliyah Boston to wrap up the regular season. We'll head to timeout right now, come back with lots more to get into on Gamecock Insider in just a moment from Learfield.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
College can be tough. Student banking shouldn't be. With Collegiate Debit from Founders, adulting just got easier, and college just got funner.
That's not a word.
With Founders, banking online is fast and easy. Plus, you can get up to $175 in bonus cash when you enroll in Collegiate Debit. Yeah, that's a lot of tacos. Lost your debit card? Pick up a new card on the same day and grab cash at over 30,000 ATMs. So don't stress. Relax. You're with Founders.
And when the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy! James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah! Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2022 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Right now, lease a new 2022 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $259 a month for 36 months. Toyota. Let's go places.
We're back on Gamecock Insider. Time to talk some Carolina baseball. Second week of the regular season featured a home series with the George Washington Colonials. Gamecocks broke out the brooms, outscoring GW 28-10 in those three games. We've got lots of clips to show you from Founders Park.
Well, the George Washington Colonials are in town, and South Carolina has not played them a whole lot in their history. I think I saw whether it was 5-0 all time, but they're coming in here with obviously ambitions of knocking off a Southeastern Conference program.
Hey, let's go, baby! Come on!
Here comes the first pitch of the game. Bouncer towards left field. It's a base hit. There's a drive towards left field. The Gamecocks have one run in. Here comes the second run's going to score. his line. Spear, what a play by Kevin Madden at third base. Carolina has put away George Washington in game 1 of this series by a score of 13-4. We are all set to bring you doubleheader baseball for South Carolina, the Gamecocks, and the George Washington Colonials.
Let's go, baby.
Here's a high drive towards left center field. Another home run for Andrew Eister. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 call. He struck him out. Carolina has won this game by a score of 10-6. Again, here quickly with you here at Founders Park. South Carolina and George Washington are going to conclude this series. Pitch on the way. There's a drive into right center field, and it is going to be over the head of the right fielder. There's a bouncer up the middle, and it's in there to right center field for a base hit. Carolina sweeps the series by a score of 5-0.
Keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Back on Tuesday, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
With a sweep secured, South Carolina hit the road for the first time this season. They were on the road Tuesday, a neutral site game, the annual visit to Charlotte's Truist Park. Great minor league venue for Carolina to play this year's opponent, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Carolina promptly fell behind 4-0 in the first inning. Got their comeback shoes on, though. Let's look at the highlights of a great 9-6 come from behind victory for Carolina.
Turn me up, we putting it down. Starting the war, we bringing it out. With so many strong, as many you're proud. You coming along, then hop in the crowd. I can't tell you what it is, but I can feel the danger. I can feel the danger. Recognize, I can't tell you what it is, but I can feel the danger. I can feel the danger. Synchronized. Synchronized.
Pitch on the way. Changeup is hit up the middle, and it's in there for a base hit. That's going to score 2. A 2-run single for Braylon Wimmer right up the middle. There's a shot fair down the left field line. That's going to plate 1. That's going to plate 2. Braswell steps on the plate. Wimmer steps on the plate. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt, and Michael Braswell has done it again.
Hey, another win. Hey, great day to be a Gamecock, baby. Let's go. Come on.
Columbia Craft Call-In Show, brought to you by Home Team Barbecue, proud host of the Columbia Craft Call-In Show.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James. Jimmy!
James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah! Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2022 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Right now, lease a new 2022 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $259 a month for 36 months. Toyota, Let's go places.
For over 40 years, Sound & Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound & Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound & Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound & Images today.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
Each banner and every trophy are just symbols of the teammates, staff, and fans that give them their worth. And for us, that also means having Prisma Health on our team, with more locations, the latest clinical technology, and a team of experts I trust. It's hard to overstate their worth to our team and our state. Prisma Health, official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
Good hard work has earned Ryan Hall the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the men's golf team, Ryan is a senior tourism management major with a 3.058 grade point average. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Pitch on the way. There's a shot. And what a stop by Braswell behind second. He throws him out.
That's your Sansbury. Did you see that play? Michael Braswell making yet another appearance in this segment. The stab behind the bag and the throw as well to get a big out. Gamecocks could not afford any more runs on the board after that early deficit against Appalachian State in that come-from-behind victory. Speaking of baseball, our Terminix Best Player of the Week is none other than senior Andrew Eister, who was tied for second in the nation so far in base hits after just a great start to this season. He had 7 runs batted in this week in 4 contests and now has gone over 100 RBIs in the Garnet and Black. Time to talk a little football. In fact, let's get a little hyped for football. It's the off season, but there's so much energy in Shane Beamer's program. Let's head to the weight room.
First quarter, you got to start fast. Second quarter, it gets physical. Third quarter, you got to come out strong. Fourth quarter, you got to go long. And you are trained for all of it. All right? I love you, man. Love you. Great job, man. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Luke Day's got those guys burning calories, that's for sure. How about putting them back on? Nutrition's still a huge part of the Gamecock football program, and that includes guys learning how to cook the right way.
You know, I made me some chicken with some mac and cheese. That's what we're gonna get done now.
Got some hush puppies over here, man. See, women are real good. I got something going right now. I'm just seasoning my chicken. Seasoning my chicken, you know you gotta season it well.
Hey man, you already know. This your boy Chef Jones.
Oh Lord! Now they got season. Now he got seasoning on there.
Whipping up the boil. Got my stuff right here. And it's smelling good. It's smelling good. Cheers.
Okay.
cook cafe right there.
What makes a recruit want to be a Gamecock? They want to perform in the best facilities, have a system that provides the best chance to succeed, and a team and staff they can trust. It's no different when choosing where to receive care for your heart. If you want the best facilities, the most innovative treatments, and a team of experts you can trust, for me, it's a clear choice. I choose Prisma Health, the official healthcare system and team physicians for the Gamecocks.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
For over 40 years, Sound and Images has been South Carolina's corporate multimedia partner for live events. Sound and Images is also your resource for commercial audiovisual installations. Help your teams collaborate more efficiently with a custom-crafted AV solution from Sound and Images. Whether you want a single monitor upgrade or a turnkey AV system, we are dedicated to helping you incorporate easy-to-use technology into your space. And we offer the best-in-class support and service. Elevate your AV. Call Sound and Images today.
There are lots of jobs out there, but I want a career.
There are lots of companies I could work for,
but here we have purpose.
There's a lot of people I can work with.
But this feels like family.
Sure, there's some hard days,
but always support from amazing teammates. Come join us.
We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm your host, Derek Scott. The Carolina softball team is getting ready to start SEC play. Just a couple tune-ups before that gets underway. That included a recent doubleheader with Charleston Southern. Gamecocks had the bats out early and often against the Buccaneers. Let's head to the highlights. "21 runs combined in those two victories for Bev Smith's team. Good to see. Georgia will be the SEC opening opponent, and that will be at home coming up next weekend. We're back to wrap things up on Gamecock Insider in just a moment.
Gamecock fans, play 3 points the hard way. Brought to you by Hardee's. If the women's basketball team makes 3 3-pointers in a game, you can score a free sausage biscuit at Hardee's the following day during breakfast hours. Once we hit our 3 3-pointers, stop by your favorite Hardee's, show them the coupon in the Gamecock app, and bam, a free biscuit. Get your biscuit at participating Columbia and Spartanburg area Hardee's. Feed your happy and order ahead at hardees.com.
And when the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP game day experience this basketball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the court. Winners will receive pre-game court passes, game tickets, recognition on the video board, and an autographed item signed by Coach Martin. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Court is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
Back to wrap things up on this week's edition of the Gamecock Insider. Time for our On the Road segment brought to you by our good friends at Toyota. Gamecock men's basketball team is headed to Tampa for the SEC tournament. It has been locked into Nashville for so many years recently that it's going to be a unique experience for the Gamecocks to be back in Tampa. Gosh, it's been probably over a decade since the tournament has been hosted at that venue. That is On the Road, brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And that'll wrap things up for us on this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. Again, I'm your host, Eric Scott. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you again next week.
The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Gamecock Sports Network. This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of South Carolina. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of South Carolina and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of South Carolina.